And one of the questions on my mind right now is, why do people marry who they can't be vulnerable with?
It's basically people, what's this thing you normally say? Doing something to please people that don't, what's that thing? Doing things you don't like to please people
who don't like
who you don't know, something like that. It's basically what people would say. What I look like, I'm marrying this lady so that they can see me as a very strong, powerful, or I'm saying yes to this guy so that it's basically societal pressure. Because if you're not doing it for yourself, then you're doing it for someone else.
Yeah.
Basically.
There's something I always say.
Yes, sir.
That if marriages would be like football, where people can have halftime, and you can choose to go second half, or everybody walk away. Not many people will come back.
Yes, sir.
To who they have married.
Yes, absolutely.
If your marriage is like that and there is halftime, will you marry each other again?
Yes.
Over and over again.
I mean, absolutely. She's been the absolute love of my life. I mean, genuinely, I would do it again without thinking.
Again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Makes me feel loved. See, I feel that it's not just that I love her. When you know someone loves you too. One day I woke up and I caught my wife looking at me. It scared me. I mean, she was just looking at me like, baby, how far?
I've seen my wife do that.
Wow, beautiful. I was just, admiring you. Say, you are so fine. I say, Amy, no. So it is a beautiful thing. And I feel this is the part men don't really understand.
Yeah.
Loving someone is beautiful, but you also, you need to be loved, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, you need to be loved. And we must open up to receive that love.
Wow.
Yes, we must.
Wow.
It's not just on a man. A lot of women are looking for men that love them. But they don't
want to give love.
And they're looking for who will spend on them, not who loves them. So it's still on the part of the woman too. So eventually you get married and you're now stuck with provision, which is what you went after. But there's no love. So it happens with women too.
True. Because, we need to also understand that in this age, marriage has become grossly transactional.
Highly transactional. Highly transactional.
Very transactional.
What can you bring? What are you
bringing
to the table?
What do you have? Who are you? And so people who enter transaction marriage, I mean, should not expect love in that sense, because it's all about, okay, how much can you be giving me monthly if I marry you?
And marriage is usually over when what started it stops.
And that's so powerful. That's probably one of the most powerful things you've said today there.
Marriage is more what?
Marriage is more or less over whenever what started it stops. So if I get married to you because of your money and you don't have, something happens, life, and then there's no more money, it usually takes a miracle to keep that marriage.
It takes what started to sustain it.
Most of the time, when they have this, when they start out as, this quality time people, they spend a lot of time together, seeing every day. The first shaking of their marriage could be if the man travels or the woman travels. The moment there's a distance like this, the marriage starts going through this storm.
True.
Whatever started the relationship is usually what sustains it. So if it's transactional, and that's why a lot of them are crashing these days because of the transaction. I'm getting married to you because you're popular, or I'm getting married to you because you have money, or I'm getting married to you, and then women are under pressure. You do surgery to maintain what the man saw when he came. What started it has to sustain it.
So powerful. Marital problem masquerades as something else. So until you open the veil, you now find what the problem is.
Issue is.
For example, something as simple as intentionality.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what we have discovered.
You're not attracted to her because you don't like the way she looks. You don't like the way she dresses.
You don't like the way she
she talks.
Why can't you just tell her?
Vulnerability.
And that's
people don't want to be vulnerable. If you can't be vulnerable in marriage, you cannot get the best out of your spouse. You can't. You have to be vulnerable enough to look stupid.
Yes.
To telling your wife that I don't want you on cornrows. I want you on long wigs.
And that's so powerful.
Telling your husband, can you keep your beard some more? Can you wear body hugs?
It's about the case of a man that has mouth odor.
Oh yes, like I said, vulnerability.
Who will be vulnerable at this point? Both of them.
Both of them have to be vulnerable.
Because the woman becomes careful because if I tell him,
if she's too careful, she's going to stay in resentment, and the attraction will start waning off. So she has to. There's always a better way to say something.
Yes. And that would just lead us to a lot of other things. For example, what you said now, that there's a better way to say something, that will lead us to tone. That's something we found out has caused a major issue in marriage too, sir. That I can tell you, your food is on the dining. I can tell you, your food is on the dining. That what tone? Yeah. What affects words, how you feel with what I say is not really what I'm trying to say to you. It is how it was communicated. And these are the simple things that if we can just handle these things, I mean, the change will be drastic. It will be like night and day.
Yes, sir.
That I can tell you, baby girl, I'm going out. And I can say, baby girl, I'm going out. Oh.
I'm going home.
I'm going home. That one communicates love and understanding because of the tone, and the other can say, go if you want to go, just because of the way it was communicated. And that is communication.
The person that the onus is on to communicate, to pass information, is on the sender, not the receiver.
And that's so
powerful. It is what you send that the person is receiving. Yes. So you are intentional with what you're sending. Yeah. You're checking your tone. You're checking your words. You're being empathic too. Like, okay, how would I want someone to say this to me? No.
And these are these
even places where you even say it.
Yes, I feel these are the foundational things that couples must understand. Because now, we've been in. I remember one counseling we had where, we were trying to get to the root of the issue. Yeah. So we attempted everything. Oh. The conversation was long, only to discover it was because they were not having sex well. Because, see, there's something about sex in marriage. The moment we don't get a few things right, things can get a little.
It still boils down to vulnerability.
Vulnerability. Because it takes vulnerability to explain what you are doing. It's not entering where it's supposed to enter. I'm not feeling it. It takes a lot of vulnerability. If not, because people spend years of their marriage, 20 years, enduring their sex life.
They even carry religion into the bed.
They said, how was it? He said, we thank God. What is it to thank God for?
How was it? Glory to God.
What is it? I mean, how was it? We bless God.
It was powerful.
Are you saying that they should not speak in tongues for this? Mawula kavia teka padia teka baliata. You don't encourage that.
We don't encourage you pray church before you start.
Except you are fighting a demon.
It will kill the mood of the sex. All right. I mean, so there's just so much, and that's why I said that some questions are not yes or no. They are very broad.
Yeah.
The answer is broad. For example,
are you saying that there are people who are in marriages right now and they live every day through with regret?
Oh yes,
plenty.
A lot.
Plenty. That most Christian brothers married because the lady's tongues is hard.
Yes. And her skirts were very long.
This lady can pray well.
Yes.
Let me marry her. But when you marry, eventually you will understand it is beyond prayer.
It is.
Prayer is powerful, but to make marriage work, it is not just prayer.
So this is what religion teaches. That prayer substitutes wisdom. And the Bible we claim we are quoting, they're not substitutes, they are partners.
Yeah.
Wisdom and spiritual growth, prayer and counsel. They are together.
Yeah.
They are partners. So we shouldn't take one and leave the other. No.
For those who are living every day regret, what should they do?
That's a very powerful question. Now, let's just pick up from here that one of the things we need to really emphasize, that the things that make marriage work are not the things people focus on mostly.
Actually.
We have found out in our
things that makes marriages work.
Yes, sir.
And other things people focus on.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
In fact, there are specific things that people ignore. That those are the core when it comes to marriage working. And, we've had conversations around this, myself and my wife. Yeah. In our counseling rooms, we've seen people who Because most times the problem or what you think is the problem is not always what the problem is.
Yes, sir.
So, sex in marriage, if you are not vulnerable, you won't have a good sex life.
You can't.
And that is an absolute statement that is true. Because some women want some things.
The both parties have to be shameless. Yes, you drop ego. You drop pride. You drop conservativeness.
You drop honor.
You drop honor.
You can't say, baby, the way you are saying I should be faster, I don't like it. Yes, you will not have a good sex life.
Please, sir, be faster.
Please, sir. Daddy, please do it for you won't have a good sex life.
Vulnerability.
You don't call me baby. I'm your Lord.
So there's just too much we need to get right. And sometimes religion, has hampered a lot of things.
In the midst of this, I'm seeing what you're saying and, a lot more.
Yes, sir.
I've seen this problem. I mean, you guys have said many profound things.
Thank you, sir.
With people getting married to individuals who didn't want to stay married.
Yep.
People you have married and you see this as your life, we've got to build a home. But the person you are married to doesn't care. Doesn't care if he ends. Doesn't care if he breaks. Doesn't care if anybody walks away. It's just a walk in the park. What should a person married to such a person do?
This is it. These people have to be open to counsel, sir.
Get counsel.
Get counsel.
But there are those who believe that once you're a Christian, you don't need a therapist.
Like I said, substitution. You can't substitute spiritual growth for wisdom or godly counsel. They go hand in hand. Even the Bible says it, that seek wisdom. If you don't have, ask God for wisdom.
Wow.
So that in where there are so many counsels, there's safety. So the reason why you're going through that storm is because you don't have counsel. The person involved might not even know what marriage is. What is marriage? What are we even in? What are we doing? So counsel will sort all this issue. Therapy will sort it. Counseling will sort it. Where you are seated and then you are being taught what it means to be married. What does marriage mean? What does it mean? What do I stand to gain, so to say, being married to this person? What are my advantages? They just have to be taught. Sometimes people just see it, light just comes and they're like, oh, so this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is why I'm married to you. And then the partner begins to look like, okay, you're not just a decision in my house. You're now a partner. You're now part of my life. We can do something together.
Could this be because parenting is also failing?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, because the first image you have as a child, my husband does something to me. When we first got married, the first year we got married, our first major fight.
Yeah.
So I was not happy with him. I wasn't happy with him. I was just, and then he saw me and he tried apologizing. I was like, leave me alone, initial new wife, and then he laid on the floor flat and held my legs.
That's the kind of things he can do.
I was frozen. I was like, what's going on? He was like, Mabinu. I was like, stand up. So at first I was still shocked, like, okay, where did he? And then I got to his parents' house. And his mom was saying some things, and the dad was saying, "Yeah, sorry now." So, and I saw the dad do the exact same thing.
Wow!
And I said, "This is where he saw this, and all." He apologizes easily. We don't fight not because I am peaceful. It's because he can apologize, and he got that from his parents.
Wow.
So parenting plays a huge role.
Wow. And there's something, I really want to ask. I'm going to give a backstory to the question.
Okay. Yes, sir.
When myself and my wife got married,
yes, sir.
I'm going to put this in a coded way. We met you guys.
Yes, sir.
I remember your first visit. I'm going to tell you some things that happened. We also had 2 other people that were our friends.
Wow.
But it was a case where we've had to settle many marriages. Eventually, the marriage crashed. Many problems eventually crashed. So I didn't know the extent to which it was affecting our marriage. Because if my wife complains about something, I'll be like, what's the fuss about? at least our own is not as bad as those people. We had very clear agreement, which has not been broken. It will not be broken in Jesus' name.
Amen.
I won't shout on you.
Yeah.
I won't reject your food.
Yes, sir.
I will not walk out of this matrimonial bed and say no.
Yeah.
So we listen. I won't hang the call on you. It was an agreement.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
let me just quickly mention that what you are saying now, sir,
Yes, sir.
is so powerful because any marriage that will work
Yes.
or that is working
have those
must
mutual
have laws
Yes,
that
that
are operated by.
guide- Yes,
Oh,
sir.
yes.
And you know, as you began to mention those laws,
Oh, yes.
I said this is the principle.
Exactly.
Oh, yes.
Any marriage that does not have laws, it means anything is possible.
Anything
here.
is possible. Yeah.
And that's so powerful.
It
Yes,
can
I just
run
wanted to.
freeway.
I mean,
Oh,
that
yes.
is so powerful.
Yes.
So powerful.
If a marriage is without laws, it's like a home without fence.
Without fence. Yeah.
Meaning that anyone can get in, anybody can go out.
Anything
Like, you
can
know,
happen.
yeah. What you said now, I remember when we started to actually cut,
Yeah.
was that one of the laws we had was that
You
if
don't
I
cut
call
the call.
you have to
must
pick. And if you call me to,
No matter
I
how
have to
angry
pick.
you
No
are.
matter how angry, no matter
Yeah.
what has happened,
Yes.
we don't ignore each other's call. Number two, you don't drop cut the call like you just you know. You never do that.
Stay true.
So we had those laws and
don't walk away.
we don't walk out on each other.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And I think earlier in our relationship, when I was living in that place, I don't bring ladies to my house no matter what. They don't visit me at home. I mean, that was before we got married because I used to have a few female friends, and they used to visit me. They said, this is beautiful. So this is a law, right? That this is a law, and we are putting in this law that no lady steps into your house, then no guy comes to visit you.
So that's so powerful.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
yes. So
And somehow those laws also are
No, they help.
marriage. Yes, sir.
because we review them
Yes, sir.
before every anniversary.
Wow.
Wow.
That's so
I
intentional.
won't. And the reason why that is important for me, and I want to ask you a question in that regard,
Yes, sir.
is because for me, a good home is an integral part of everything.
Powerful.
So it's not an option.
Yes, sir. Kai.
We also agree about the need to master how to have difficult conversations. And we have those difficult conversations as adults. I believe that it is the height of lack of intelligence when you resort to argument with insult.
Yes, sir.
We're arguing about this not because we're enemies, but because we need to get closer.
Yeah.
So the purpose of disagreement is to bring us closer.
Perfect.
That's a very firm law.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Now, how have you done it in such a way that, despite all the other attributes,
Or the other extremes.
I won't even call them. I just think it's just temperamental differences.
Yes, sir.
You are able to stay this grounded, loving, soft, caring, your wife, your kids. What's that mentality like for you?
Wow. Thank you, Apostle. That's a very powerful question. So this is what I'm going to say. I feel that early enough, I mastered that there are things that make marriage work.
Yeah.
Now, one of them is effort. Now, and we have taught this at several conferences that when effort ends, marriage is about to end.
Yeah.
It's a matter of time.
Yeah.
In fact, the demise of such home is a matter of when, not a matter of if. Effort.
Wow.
And I will try and explain this the best way I can. For a man, after a man is married, something in his head sees it as done, ticks it done.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
And then is about to move on to,
something else.
the next thing. Okay, what are we building? Is it business? Okay, do we need to expand to, SA? Do we need to, you are thinking. And then somehow, if care is not taken, you can almost become neglecting.
Yeah.
Because, okay, so let me explain this way. When you were in a relationship, you were trying to, for lack of a better word, woo her. You were trying to, make her love you. There were things you did intentionally. You
Bring
took
your
her
best foot
on
forward.
dates. You put your best foot forward. All right. You bought her things. You probably took her, traveled, and, you made her happy. She was your world because you were chasing. But somehow, after you got married, there's a possibility that you want to move on to some other accomplishment in life. So the implication of this is that in order for marriage to work, things that were done things that were done in courtship, things that were done deliberately, or things that were even done unconsciously when you were trying to get her, must now be done intentionally if the marriage will work.
Yeah.
And that's what effort is. Because when we're cutting, I will hold her hands and all of those things, help her with her, bag and all of those things, look at her face, baby, this is your face, I like this lipstick, you look good, this your gown, lovely. I will take time to compliment all of those things. But there's a way marriage can be that if we don't maintain intentionality, we have two laws for making marriage work. The first is intentionality. The second is effort. When we remove these two things from marriage, you strike out intentionality, you stop it intentional, then you stop making effort. The demise of that home is a matter of when. And one of the things I've even found out is that even if nothing breaks yet, that nothing is breaking yet does not mean nothing is breaking. Because yes, sir. We've been privileged to sit with people who have been married for 35 years, 40 years, and this was what we discovered. Talking to those folks, that a marriage was long does not mean those long years were happy years. Yes, sir. People stayed in marriage because of their children.
Yeah, because of
they
society.
They will tell you that,
Does it mean that we are preparing for a world where we're going to have more cases of separation? Because now people are finding more reasons. I don't have to kill myself because of a child.
Choosing their truth.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, mental health.
Yes, sir. We might be in for something major in the years to come.
Very major.
One of the things I love about this conversation,
yes, sir,
is that I see that there's mutual honor. I'm not sure till now I've seen or heard anyone teach honor like you do. I think when we're even laying foundation for the way we host ministers,
yes, sir,
we had to call you. And one of the things I've seen as complaint from most men in marriage is honor. I've been to your house and I know when people are doing things whilst a guest is around. I'm a very intuitive person. And I know when this is a culture in the house.
Yes, sir.
I've seen how intentional you are about it. I've been to your service surprising. To surprise you.
Yes, sir.
And I paid attention to the settings around him.
Sir.
You honor him.
Thank you, sir.
Can you just walk us through some of the importance of honor in marriage?
Okay. Apostle, let me first bring a balance to it.
Yes.
Honor. And not because it's the opposite, but I want to introduce another word, friendship.
Friendship.
Yes, sir. Now, friendship can look careless, in some settings, but in marriage, it's a dance.
Powerful.
It's a dance. If you take out honor alone, and what is honor? Honor is preference. You prefer this person.
Yeah.
Honor is reverence. You revere him. Honor is difference. I set things apart. No, this is his. These are his. No, nobody touches them. Honor is different. You differentiate what this person has, from the common, they are not, his things are not common.
Yeah.
But then there's a place of friendship. Right? If you carry honor alone, and you are looking at honor that, I prefer you, I revere you, you are set apart, I honor you. There's that aspect. And that alone does not make marriage work.
They must go hand in hand.
They must go hand in hand.
It's a dance.
It's a dance. There must be a time where I'm throwing pillows at you. But my heart, honor is a state of the heart.
Kai. And that
it's a heart positioning.
Powerful.
That in as much as I'm playing with you and I'm throwing throw pillows at you and I'm jumping at you, there's still this mindset that this is my husband.
Wow.
And I honor him. And so I'm sensitive. I'm watching for cues.
Beautiful. So what makes that so powerful is because sometimes homes where they exalt honor, they lose friendship.
They lose friendship.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
They lose friendship.
Both must grow hand in hand.
They must go hand in hand. So it's that state of the heart. And you're looking, and there are times as a wife, I'm just observing, because there are times my husband switches, like you said, he's sanguine and choleric.
Oh, yes.
These are two very extremes.
Yeah.
So he's never in the middle. So he's either like this.
Oh, yes.
Or he's like this. He's never in the middle. So I'm waiting. So when he's sanguine, I can't be doing honor. For yes, I have to
play with me.
Play with him, that's marriage, that's companionship.
I was standing somewhere, and before you know it, my feet were off the ground. I was in the
It's like that.
I knew number one, there's only one guy who can do I wasn't even thinking. I didn't say who is that. There's just this guy.
It's because his sanguine self only comes out when he loves someone.
Yeah.
When he's really in love, he's sanguine. Yeah. So I see the sanguine, and I'm like, marriage is companionship. So putting honor and again, honor has a language. Honor has a posture. So if I am in that state of I want to honor you, and honor is not assumed. Yeah. So if I'm honoring you, you need to know I honor you. Mm-hmm. So my posture is that of honor, my words, my language. But when friendship is now in play, you might not necessarily be able to have that posture. Wow. There's no posture of honor in throwing pillows at each other. Yeah. So it's a dance. So when he's at that extreme, I flow, I dance towards that tune. When he's in that choleric, he's standing, he's giving. I'm in the position of I honor you. That's my head. That's my husband. So it's a dance. It's a dance.
You guys are about to have difficult conversations.
Oh yes. Yeah.
What do you think people should know about having difficult conversations?
Difficult conversations.
What you always say
is
what really comes to heart here.
Yeah.
That difficult conversations are too vital in marriages. Remember the example you gave about the patient room.
Oh yes.
People sweeping
things under. I was saying that imagine, you have this house setting, and you eat maybe things that have very strong odor, fish, and then it falls on the floor, you sweep it under the Persian rug. Something, maybe this thing that we used to cook, Iru and stuff, you sweep it under the Persian, and you keep sweeping things under the Persian rug. And these things are dirty, smelly, they are trash. We need to bring them out, we need to sort them out. And then one day someone will come into your house and say, your house stinks. Your house is smelling. And the same goes for marriage too. If we don't bring out those things and sort them and trash them out, the marriage will start stinking soon.
Because they won't disappear automatically.
It doesn't disappear. People feel
that time will heal.
People feel this is it.
Yeah.
You're not happy with me. Mabinu now. I begged you.
You too.
And the wife just comes.
It's that in itself, not like a form of abuse.
Yes, it is, sir.
It is, sir. Because you are shutting the person up. You are not allowing the person express.
No expression.
Yeah.
So and then there's this pseudo peace. That is sweeping things under the carpet.
It's not lasting peace.
It's not lasting peace.
What you've done is that you have just postponed the problem. You have postponed the issue. You will meet it ahead.
Yeah, and it will come. That's when people start imploding. Just one small issue, and then boom, the person just goes boom. And like, what did I do? And you're like, it is what you have been doing that you're not allowing me say. You're not allowing me speak out. You're not allowing us talk about this. I'm sick and tired of this. And then there's this rage. There's this.
And you're wondering that the action, that what you said does not deserve this reaction. But that reaction, it might be a compounded reaction of 2 years.
Many things.
Yes, a lot
many
of
things. Many things.
Wow.
So that's why we say that when the marriage eventually break, it's not really when, they break up.
I usually say something that divorce thing, that house called divorce is built by bricks of offenses.
Powerful.
One day the house will be complete.
Powerful.
And they will see the divorce and like, oh. Powerful. And that's why when people divorce, they say they separated based on irreconcilable differences. They couldn't reconcile them. They couldn't talk about them. Powerful. They couldn't trash it out. And that's where counseling comes in. You can't trash out something. You've been trying to have this conversation.
He's not listening.
He's not listening, or she's not understanding. Yeah. You are communicating. The information you're passing is not arriving at its destination whole. You need help.
Yeah. You need
someone to say it in the way you need them to hear it. You need a counselor. You need a counselor. So,
we have had different kind of declassified. And there are conversations that I'm listening to, and I'm happy for the audience. This is one of them. And for me, anyone who encounters you guys, what you do in terms of counseling, therapy, I'm not sure they probably know how fortunate they are. This is a fire without smoke, I must confess. The balance in the things that you're saying, and I'm looking at it, the fact that our society is becoming increasingly dysfunctional. And the first place where you see the scars of that is families. Children are raised by those who didn't model what it means to be a good spouse. And now they have to figure out their own way out of life. What role do you think the examples you saw growing up has played in your marriage?
Wow. Now, I need to say this, that examples communicate possibilities.
It shows you what is possible.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. So, all right. So let me say this way. If a child ever sees the dad beating his mom, now, even though the child is angry, even though the child is crying and saying, leave her, that moment has communicated a possibility.
An equation has just occurred.
Yeah.
1 + 1 has become 2.
Yeah.
Right in his very front.
That this is possible.
It is possible. Like, it's already it's an ingrained response that he might not be aware of.
So we need to do marriage right. Let me mention this there. We need to do marriage right, not just for us, but because of the next generation.
Not just even our biological children alone. There are people watching. There are people. There are so many things we learn without being taught. We learn them by observing.
Yes.
So not just because of our biological children.
Yes.
We're counseling someone. We had this experience, one of my early experience as a counselor, early days. So I was in my office and this guy walks in and starts complaining. My wife does this. I'm so tired. Okay, you remember that? My wife, and the wife was just there quiet. At some point, the way counseling goes, you expect the wife to say, no, now, but the man just kept saying, he kept speaking. Of course, as a counselor, you should have controlled the room, like I said, early days. But then we just allowed him speak and he kept talking. And then this woman just blurted out, "He beats me." We were like, "What?" And she just started crying. "He beats me. He hits me. He does this. He hits my head on the wall." I'm like, And then, sir, the next reaction that I saw shocked me. The man started crying.
Yeah.
Started crying. And we were like, "What's this reaction? Explain this reaction to me." And he said, "I saw my dad do this to my mom."
Yes, sir.
Growing up.
Yes.
And I can't believe I'm the man that my wife is having to tell a counselor I beat her.
He's a good man, actually.
Very solid guy.
But
he was so irritated. What I saw on his face was disgust, disappointment in himself.
He couldn't believe that
was him. As his wife started crying, he kept looking at her with this look of disbelief that, "Am I the one you're talking about like this?" He was so pained that he had become this person. And all he kept saying was, "I saw this growing up. This shouldn't have been me. I saw this growing up. This shouldn't have been me."
Because who we are now is a sum total of our experiences, the things we've seen, the people we've been with. For example, why I apologize to my wife, I don't have an issue prostrating and begging my wife. Why? I saw my dad. I saw him prostrate and he was begging my mom. I saw it several times. So it is not dishonor. It doesn't remove anything from. In fact, I'm very quick to do it because I saw that growing up. So the examples, the things we have seen, they just don't disappear. They have a way of adding to who we are. That's one. And then two, which is also a very important part, is that what becomes of the marriages, the homes of the next generation also grossly depends on how we are doing our own rights. Because our children are watching. Now, we have people everywhere who don't believe in marriages, who don't want to get married. Why? Where did that come from? Because of the examples they saw.
Yeah.
Somebody somewhere became a bad model of marriage to them, and now they don't ever want to get married.
Yeah.
The power of examples. So meaning that the way we are living, okay, some people too will also come and say, I would really love to get married. Like in our church, for example.
Apostle taught something yesterday, about atmosphere, about environment rather.
Powerful.
Talking about this guy.
Yes.
That was so, when he was teaching, something came to my heart. Do you remember one particular lady that kept going around church telling people that I'm not going to get married?
Yeah.
I don't believe in marriage. I'm not going to get married. So someone brought this matter to me and I was like, okay. I introduced myself and I said, can you come home? And she said, I'm sorry, I just want to come and have fun, relax, and everything. She was like, oh, how long? I'm like, as long as you want. She was like, okay. And she would come and stay for just 2 weeks. I was like, fine, no problem. And so she came home, stayed in the guest room, and we just continued our lives. She was just shocked that I never called her for a conversation. We even forgot she was in the house because we're just going about our day. I think about a week and some days after, she met me in the kitchen. She was like, I want to get married. I said, please say that again. She was like, look at everything is so, I like the way you guys are, the way you chase each other, the way you play. I want this. I want to get married. And I was like, thank God.
Yeah.
This is it. Environment. Yeah. It plays along. It's beyond biological children. I said that earlier.
Yes.
People are watching.
Yes.
People need that environment. They need to see the right things.
Yeah.
And people that are doing it right have to be loud about it.
Yeah. So
it can't just be between
them and
Yes.
So if you met anyone who said they don't want to get married, whether they agree or not, it is because
they've been
somebody modeled something to them. Whether they were conscious when they saw it or they were not, the idea that marriage is a place where the man controls and dominates the woman, and the woman does not have a choice.
Doesn't have a say.
Because they saw something, they saw someone model that, and that's why.
So I'm going to get married, and nobody will allow me to talk in the name of submission.
Yes. Someone modeled it wrongly.
And someone modeled it wrongly.
Yeah, and
marriage is supposed to be fun.
Yeah,
marriage is
most
supposed
times
to be
that modeling comes from the family they grew up in. Yeah,
they see their mom, almost being a slave, kneeling down, falling on the floor, daddy wa, literally living her life to
please the man.
Which is like I said earlier on honor and friendship.
Yeah.
It's a dance. You never saw your dad carry your mom.
Never saw your dad take care of your mom. Never saw your mom happy or your mom jumping that her husband was coming back. She's always scared.
And sad.
He's coming. All of you go hide. He's coming back soon. So that became.
And she just doesn't want to be that woman.
Yes. Yes, sir.
What you're saying, showing me a lot. Will it be that many of those people online discouraging young ladies from getting married are just hurt?
Yes, sir. Trauma responses, sir.
Powerful.
Why do they have to destroy other people's life because of their own personal pain?
Because, the thing about hurt is that hurt people hurt others.
Yes.
And sometimes you don't even know where that reaction is coming from.
Yeah.
You don't know it was because, what your dad and mom did 20 years ago somehow registered something in your mind, and that's where you really don't know that's why you have become this kind of person.
Yeah.
Wow.
You don't know.
Can people reach out to you for counseling?
Yes. Oh yes, definitely.
Your organization.
Definitely.
Before I let you go, I understand this is a very busy season. There's a question, and I think this is one of the most important questions. Looking at what you guys do professionally, at what point do you think two people can walk away and say, this should end? What are the things that needs to be there that even as a counselor, you can say, all right, you know what, maybe it's best you guys go separate ways?
All right.
When they straight to life.
What did you say?
I said when they straight to life.
Not just straight to life.
Go on there.
Okay, so two people can walk away when their values don't align. For example, I'm sorry, this is the only example coming to my head now. Say you feel like God is calling you to do something, you have a call to do ministry. And then this person on the other end wants to be a model. She wants to model lingerie, and this is her lifelong dream, to build that company, to do this, she wants to model, and this is her brand, this is who she is, and then these values are coming together, purposes, passion, they are not aligning. We are supposed to be working towards a particular, route, reaching a particular goal. But when we are both parallel lines, then we should just better go our separate ways. We shouldn't meet. If values are not aligning, I feel people should walk away.
Is that before they get married or even in marriage?
Before they get married.
Okay. I'm asking this question in respect to those married.
Right. Threat to life.
Threat to life.
Threat to life. Infidelity is also threat to life, because if one person steps out, not just domestic violence, and we shouldn't stop at domestic violence. There's emotional, there's verbal violence. So that is also that can kill as much as domestic violence.
Yep. Wow.
So we have domestic violence, verbal violence, then cheating on your spouse.
Yeah.
That's
also
threat to life.
Threat to life, yeah.
If one person steps out, the house is open, brings something in, infects the wife. And we've seen a case like that.
Yes.
The wife is in trouble. So or the husband is in trouble. It goes both ways.
Wow.